All right, so I'm done with my makeup. It looks good. I'm going to a baseball game today. I plucked a couple hairs from my eyebrows, and I've been kind of lazy with my makeup pretty much all summer, so I haven't painted my brows in I don't know how long. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I fill my eyebrows in. Like I said, I usually brush them out. I'm just gonna move this mirror closer to me. And I usually brush up the front, and then I'll brush the rest towards the end of my brow, so I get a nice little shape, and that's what I'll fill in. This end of the pencil is can be used multiple ways, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Like, once I fill them in, sometimes I'll use the brush end to, like, if I put it too high, I'll go like this and get rid of some. But I mostly use it to shape my eyebrow. This pencil's cool because there's actually a marker in the middle, and it kind of will help you smooth out the color so it looks, I guess, more, I'm trying to get the word, I usually start towards like the middle, I guess, of the brow and start going towards the end of the brow, because you want this side to be darker and this to be lighter and thinner, like your brows naturally are. It will look more natural that way. If you make it too dark up here, you're making a lot of work for yourself. So usually I'll start filling in here. This is where you start shaping. You go towards the end of the brow. And in the middle, also by starting in the middle, you get to see how the pencil or whatever you're working with goes on. So you could be darker in the middle, and then when you get towards the end, you want to be a little more precise and a little more less aggressive in the middle. You could be pretty dark and wide. Towards the end, you should be fixing it up. And then when people paint their eyebrows, some people will paint like all the way to the center and then conceal down the middle, or some people will just bring it in a little bit more than their natural eyebrow. I do that with the pencil too. I find that it looks better. So I'll start a line a little bit further than my actual brow goes towards the middle, and I'll start going upward lightly, and then you just start blending it in with the hair you already have. Then you kind of start going that way, make your shape again. Now I went a little wild, just a little bit, so I'm about to show you what I was talking about, where I said that the bottom end can come in with helping you shape your brows. Sometimes I feel like it might be good to try and do the correcting at the end once you have both brows done, because sometimes one brow is easier than the other, because you know they are sisters, not twins. For me, the right eyebrow tends to be easier because it's actually smaller for me. Like, my right eyebrow is shorter, and this is what I mean. Like, you see, I'm using the brush end to gently shape my brow how I want it. I'm pretty much done with this eyebrow, but practice, I feel like, is what makes you find your own way with doing brows because it used to take me, I would say, like 15 minutes, and I think that took me maybe a minute with explaining. Also, I'm not doing the whole conceal method. I feel like you don't need to do that when you're filling your eyebrows. The whole point is to look more natural. Although I've done it before this summer, and it looks nice too, but you kind of don't really need it. So I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other eyebrow, and I'm gonna bring it in probably like right here. Also, if you do use concealer, you can always like if you bring it in too far, you can use concealer lightly and kind of like erase. But again, I've been using this all summer to do that instead. I hope that makes sense. But again, I'm starting in the middle. This eyebrow is shorter, at least on this side, so it doesn't take much. When winding up your pencil, you do not want a lot out. If you do, you're gonna make it too heavy, too dark, and you'll just learn this by trial and error. And then you'll also know when you need more by trial and error too, because you'll notice more colors not really going on your brow, and it's just more work for you. I like the wind up kind of pencils more than the sharpened ones, just because, like I just said, you know when you need more and you just wind it up. If it's a pencil, you gotta stop, pull out the sharpener. And I don't know about you, but in school I wasn't always the best with the sharpener. Sometimes I would do too much. Again, I'm bringing it in a little further than my natural eyebrow. You just kind of go across to make it as straight a line as you can. It's okay if it's not, because later when you clean up your brows, that's the word, you can fix it. Which is why I say you can use concealer, but you don't have to. I would say you might want to until you get your method down or get your confidence in it. But you see how I kind of made that messy? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. When you clean up your brows, it was never there. Also, how thick your brows are, or how thin they are, that's up to you. See how this eyebrow is kind of thick? That's mostly because of how I did the front. So if you bring it up straight, then, and you want to make it even, you're making your eyebrow taller and thicker. See, this is how more natural. But I started doing, like, making this eyebrow in the front more like this one, even though the hairs on this one aren't straight up like this one is. But I just like it sometimes. But it just really depends on what kind of mood you're in, because sometimes you could just leave it like that, like this size actually. To some people that might be still thick, but this one is thicker. But once I fill in the front of this one and bring it this way, this eyebrow will get a little thicker. But this is my arching eyebrow. What I mean by that is when you take pictures or, you know, look at people, you see how it just went. This is my arching eyebrow. So it does not need to be as thick as that one, which is the thing I learned by doing my brows. That makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'll come back to that, but let me just, because I feel like I look crazy. So one major key about doing eyebrows, you can't brush. And you see how I'm sitting down? To me, that was the game changer for me with doing makeup. In my hair too, but especially my makeup, because you be getting hot and stuff standing up, especially in the bathroom. If you're trying to do it after you take a shower, it's just no. Sitting down, I'm chilling. I got me some water right here. I got like what makeup I think I'm about to wear, just sitting here. It works out better that way. If you gotta get everything, too much work. But you just gotta figure out what works for you. For me, sitting down works. Not rush. Don't rush me. I'm trying to do my makeup. That's not gonna be a good conversation. I'll be like, I'll be done when I'm done. But I mean, like, what, you want people to go outside looking crazy? That don't make any sense. What type of friend are you? Because, like, it's not like I'm the last person trying to get dressed. It's more like we're sharing a space and you decided to get moving when I got moving, type of thing. Or I don't know, maybe what you started doing inspired me to add a little something and now I'm going back in. Or I looked in the mirror and I don't like how it looks. Another thing that I'm gonna have to skip today, obviously, is when I do my eyebrows. Actually, when I do my makeup. But obviously, I do my brows first. You don't have to do your brows first. That is probably something I should mention. But I pull up my Snapchat camera and I look at how my brows look. If it don't look good on Snapchat camera, I'm telling you, it don't look good at all. Now I'm just touching up the front. I feel like this is the most important part of your eyebrow, to be honest, because how it looks right here can change everything. But that's also another reason I use Snapchat camera, because I don't know, some reason I just feel like on there I just see things that need to be fixed. The real camera, it's not the same. First of all, if you try to take a picture on the face camera on the iPhone, it will be a mirror image. And like I said, my eyebrows are different sizes and shapes. So on the Snapchat camera, what you see is it doesn't flip it, and it doesn't try to HD everything, and then you end up looking at your complexion and not really your eyebrows. So yeah, so since I'm using my phone to record this, probably will skip that part of it, but I think we're in good shape. Yeah, I think we're done. So this is my eyebrow tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And my extra talking, I'm sorry my face look like this. I might put this tinted moisturizer on, but it's getting better. I worked out like an hour ago, so and I cleaned my face. I'm hoping it'll look better by the time I get to the game. I might do a tutorial with like painting my eyebrows, because we're getting to the fall. It's not so hot like the summer anymore. And I'll paint them, but some people will fill their eyebrows up with pencil first and then paint them. Some people, they just paint them. If you guys like this video, I might do one. Last fall I was playing around with like putting cuts in my eyebrow. I could show you guys how to do that. I'm gonna try and do some more makeup looks, try to talk through my makeup with you. But I'm kind of on a time crunch, and you guys just want to see brows, so here they are. All right, I'm out. All right, so my brows are done. The rest of my face is done. I did end up putting on the tinted moisturizer. I would say it's helping, but I'm just gonna enjoy the game. I'm gonna do more makeup videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess like, comment, subscribe, post notifications. I think I'm gonna put this on my beauty page as well. But your girl is out.